Well, everybody, got the Miami jersey. The Miami jersey. The only person we're missing here is our good man Brian, wearing something to do with Miami. Granted, it's Pat Mahomes, so I can respect that. He did win a Super Bowl in Miami.
Look, I was just going to say, Patrick Mahomes won a Super Bowl in Miami, and I wish you communicated about this because I totally missed the memo. This whole Miami memo. I had my Miami Hurricane shirt on yesterday.
Well, you could always put it in the washer.
And you know what? Well, I do have my D Wade shirt upstairs. Maybe I could have.
See, look at that.
But then I would have been copying Jeremiah, and I'm not a copier. I like to be my own authentic independent self. So here I am, proudly representing the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, Super Bowl 54 champions. Go on.
So now, Jerry, you know what today is?
Draft day, baby.
It's draft day, the day where a lot of teams get to change their course, hopefully. Unless you're already one of those spoiled teams like the Chiefs or the Niners, you don't really give a shit. But as far as today, the AFC East, okay? Now, we all know New England has, I wouldn't say completely crumbled, but they're on the way. They've lost a lot of their guys, and, you don't have a lot of draft picks by any means. So with your first rounder, what do you think you're gonna do?
I think it's safe to say we'll move up. We have a lot of late round picks, of course. But we just don't have the early draft picks that we do. So I say we move up. I say we go after maybe a quarterback, maybe Jordan Love. If we trade up and get an early draft pick, we're definitely going after Jordan Love in the first round. If we don't, we fall back. I say we get a wide receiver.
Okay. Now, do you think Jordan Love could be the future of the Patriots?
I think he can. Jordan Love is a player with a lot of upside, and Bill Belichick is a coach who maximizes a player's potential. So, I think it's safe to say that Jordan Love can be the future, but those are very big shoes to fill.
This is very true. But I gotta be honest with you, my friend. The future, and the future that not only the AFC East, but the NFL. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a fan, but the Dolphins, my man, are on the come up.
Yeah.
A lot of people need to wake up and they need to realize already. I'm tired of this whole Miami means nothing. They are nothing. That is not true. Brian Flores, who I love. Granted, it's only 1 year. Who knows? Chris Gregoire, who has been there for 15 years, been there a long time, but he hasn't been in the GM role all by himself. Tannenbaum, that bum, happy he's gone. Chris Gregoire can pick. He knows what he's doing. He's a smart man. He's brought in good guys. He brought in Minka. He brought in those guys. 14 draft picks the Dolphins have this year. 14 draft picks. Now, I certainly don't expect them to draft all 14. A lot of that you can use to trade up, to move around places that you need to. They have 3 5s and 3 7s. I hope that somehow they can move back up into the 3rd, maybe the 4th, because we only have 1 3, 1 4. But Miami ultimately can control this draft tonight and the entire weekend based on that. And if they get the right pieces, Jerry, they get their quarterback, they get some linemen to protect them. If Miami hits, now say they hit on 5 of those, okay? 5 of the 14. That's 5 starters. You know what that does for a franchise?
A lot.
It's a lot. With the defense, with the additions of Kyle Van Noy and Byron Jones, this team is heading in the right direction. And they will be the future of not only the AFCs, the NFL. Mark my words. And I don't care what anybody else says. I'm just saying it to say that. There's a lot of good energy there. And not to mention, how much have you seen the Dolphins in the headlines the last couple weeks?
A lot. I'm not gonna lie. They've been quiet. I mean, for the right reasons though. I mean, they've been about draft choices. You're not really hearing about players making stupid decisions, but they have been in the headlines very often about their future. I guess draft picks that they'll do.
There was the whole thing with the Joe Burrow thing that was just nonsense. Whoever wanted to believe that is ridiculous. It's just not reality. Okay, because you just have what I had to give up too much. They've been in the headlines so much because they've done so well and not knowing what they're going to do. But what I know they're going to do is they're going to succeed. Just watch.